Hi guys, I'm going to show you a Tower 2 room, standard room at Excalibur. I showed you Tower 1 and now I'm going to show you Tower 2. This is on the 9th floor and it's a non-connecting room. I asked for a non-connecting room, which means it's not at the end of the corridor, but that's okay. Now, guys and girls, first of all, if you can't get comped at Excalibur, get comped at Excalibur because you will skip the lineup, especially if you probe. I'll tell you a bit better later on. And you get better treatment, you know. It's okay because it means that if you're comped, it means you've spent a lot of money. So they treat you a little better. I personally actually like Tower 1. This is Tower 2. I like Tower 1. I don't have any preference whatsoever, but they give you Tower 2 if you're comped, you know. Tower 2 is handy if you want to have quick access to the pool and the gym. Otherwise, you have to cross the casino and go to Tower 1. Nonetheless, this is the room. I am going to either add an addendum to this video or write about it on top-buffet.com about my experience in this room. This is just check-in, so I know this resort very well, but I can explain a few things, but obviously, you know, if something went on during the stay, I will add that on top-buffet.com, something that is worth noting. When you get comped, you usually have free play and resort credit, which is good, but watch out. Food credit is not as good as resort credit. Resort credit, you can just use it for whatever and charge it to the room. Food credit is it's a bit tricky, and I talk about that in my other video and on top-buffet.com. Let's show you the room. Now, it's a little larger. I think it might be a little larger than Tower 1, but really, we're talking hairs. And so you got 2 beds. I am not too keen on this cover. I like white, you know. But anyway, actually, I had a really good sleep last time in Tower 1. I don't know what kind of sleep I'll have here. We are very close to the elevator, so I don't know. But let's talk about the room. You know, the mattresses actually are not uncomfortable at all. They're soft enough, not plush soft or luxurious soft, but soft enough. This is obviously a 2-bed room. You can have a king-size bed, of course. TV, I'm going to quickly try it and let you know all about it. And a small sitting area with with the dreaded, and I always hit my head here. Look, it's really head height. And these cracks are probably, no, there are no cracks. I was just trying to come up with a joke. And but you know, it's sufficiently clean. It's clean. You've got this air conditioning, which I'm not keen on. I like the central air conditioning that has vents high up so they don't blow on your body, especially whoever sleeps here, and it's usually me. So you get really frozen on one hand. Now, we don't have a strip view. I don't care about that because I wanted my non-connecting room. But we do have a view of the pool area, and you can see how large this pool area is. Now, there's something dodgy going on down there because it looks like the main pool is closed. It's never that empty. But you've got the other pools there. Can you see it? That's the kids' family pool over there. It's rather large. It's very, very good for families. You got your own large kids' pool with the kids' water activities. It's rather fun. There's something going on in this pool, which is a shame. I mean, every time I come here, the pool is not open. It's really odd. Anyway, so that's a nice view if you like to look at the pool. Otherwise, you're going to have to look at the traffic and the cars. But the mountains are nice. We're only on the 9th floor, so it's not massively huge, the view, I mean. You don't have, let me just double check about the safe. I don't want to say something that's not true. Yes, well, I'm glad I double checked. You do have a safe. It's relatively small, and try it as soon as possible because the last time I was here, you know, any safe, try it as soon as possible because the batteries may have died, which means you will wait forever when you need it. You wait forever for somebody to come up and give you batteries. Last time I waited an hour. It was a nightmare. The furniture is what it is. It's cheap furniture, okay? I don't even think it's real wood. I don't know. Maybe it is, but it's cheap, very cheap. The floor, well, I mean, it's a hugely dark carpet. I can't tell if it's dirty or not. I don't see bits of anything anywhere, so that's already a good start. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the internet here is not that great. Internet is better at Caesars Entertainment Group, any of those resorts, and check out what they are on top-buffet.com. We have a section which resort to which hotel, which resort group to which hotel, and it gives you a whole list, but basically it's like Paris, Caesars, you know, and so forth. They have much better internet. TV, no, I mean, TV here is bad, like several other low-budget or mid-range resorts on the Strip. It's just, well, it's just not very good. It's not HD. Let me double check. I mean, no, it's definitely not HD, and the colors are pitiful. I've always had this problem with Excalibur. You can change the channels relatively easily, which is good. You know, you don't have to wait forever. Some are even worse, believe it or not. But really, it's pitiful. It is clear. Oh, this is better. It's a children's program. Look at it, it's pitiful. Can you see how pitiful it is? Yeah, there you go. I'm being harsh because I really expect decent quality TV channels. I mean, times are up, you know. It used to be in the past that you barely could turn the TV on because they really wanted you playing in the casino. But really, with the resort fee, I want pools, I want a good gym, and I want decent channels, HD, and very good internet. And if I don't get it, then I don't want to be charged these excruciating resorts fees. Am I right? Or am I right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Let me know. Tell me, give me a comment, drop me a comment on our comments page on top-buffet.com. Here on YouTube, I may not be able to reply because I get so many comments and I have so many videos that sometimes I just don't get any alerts. So I think, oh, nobody's posted, and then one day I see 120 posts. So forgive me about that, and if you really want urgent attention, please write to me on our comment section of top-buffet.com. Okay, so I haven't tried the internet. I'm not going to do it right now, but I will do it and write about it on top-buffet.com. Usually it's bad, slow, but you know, double check because things change, you know. As I say, if you want good internet, go to the other group. And then there are actually other resorts that have good internet. I mean, off-strip, you know, even Gold Coast for that matter. And that's a very affordable resort and casino. So check us out on top-buffet.com. I'm going to double check the bed just in case. Yeah, you know, it's not going to be as soft as the Encore, but it's going to be comfortable enough. I personally don't like these hard, dark colors. I really don't. And that's why Tower 2, sorry, you know, I don't see the husbands, except for the fact, clearly, that it's closer to the gym and the pool, so that's handy. You just go down the elevator and then you're there, as opposed to having to cross the whole casino. And usually what happens is that I stop by and pay and then I forget all about the rest, which is what they want you to do. Now these are technically the channels, but you know, as you say, it's really poor quality. Now I don't want to slam down Excalibur. They comped us this room for the weekend, completely comped, and this weekend was expensive too, so I like that. I'm grateful for that. But and we've got this free free play and $25 resort fee. So their comps are nice. If they write to you directly on your email, they usually are quite worth checking in. And if you happen to be in Vegas, use these comps. You will bypass the ridiculous lineup. You will also bypass the lineup if you're Pearl or above, which we are, but it's really easy to become Pearl. Of course, guys, I forgot the bathroom over the Excalibur Tower 2 room, but not quite completely forgotten. So the bathroom is a little bit better. It's remodeled. In Tower 1, it's a bit more modest. Here you've got this granite countertop, which is very nice. But, you know, the shampoos and soaps are the same. So it is very nice. You got a nicer window, you know, aesthetically mildly nicer. But you don't have... and it's clean, you know. I like that. Excalibur is clean. I can smell bleach. They use bleach. And you know what? Having come from Harris Laughlin, I'm grateful. I used to hate this bleach smell, but you know, maybe they have to. Now, I don't know what's here, but it's not dirt. I actually think it's just stained. Yeah, and unfortunately, you do not get a bathtub. You don't get a bathtub anywhere in the regular rooms of either towers, okay? There's a mild wear and tear here, but nothing, you know, I can smell the bleach. I can tell it's been cleaned. Either that, or they just pour it just to make me think it's clean. Do you think it's that? You got your vanity mirror without light, I don't think, and you know, your basic hair dryer. And this is it, guys. This is it, folks. And you've got a long mirror by the door. I think that's different from Tower 1, but the difference is so small. For me, it's just a matter of location. And you know, you got a better countertop in the bathroom, but really, what is that? I'm seeing something that looks dodgy. Can you see it? I think it's just actually damage. It's just damage, it's not dirty. I just clean, you know. Excalibur have cleaned up their act. Oh, it used to be absolutely abysmal. You haven't missed anything if you didn't come in the previous years here to Excalibur. I wanted to show you the bad reception of the TV at Excalibur Tower 2. Just not HD, to say the least, eh? Why is it so bad? I guess nobody complains. See? So look, now it's pretty bad, right? It's very frustrating to try and relax and watch TV when you see this. Now, I'm not trying to publicize anything. I just want to show, oh, now it's gone bad. And it'll be bad soon. There you go. It's pretty bad, don't you think? This is the TV reception at Excalibur Tower 2. This particular room, it may be a loose wire, I don't know. But the bottom line is, there's just nothing gets checked. And you know, when you're late at night, you just got back into your room, you don't necessarily want to wait for some engineer, you know, walking in with his boots whilst you're half naked on the bed. So sometimes you skip it, and then they keep on not knowing what's wrong, though it would help if certain things were checked regularly. But yeah, that's wishful thinking. Just wanted you to know that, okay? That doesn't change anything about the rest of the review. Okay, guys, see you on top-buffet.com. Bye-bye. Oh, now it's behaving. It's behaving now, the TV. It's as if it's feeling that we are saying goodbye, and so it wants to act. It wants to be on its best behavior. Hi, guys. It's a little addendum to the room review. This is important. First of all, yes, the main pool is still closed, which is quite hilarious because it's the weekend, right? So you have them all packed in the other pools, and now it's only about 1 o'clock. When it gets later, they'll all be on top of each other, the poor guests. But I wanted to tell you, if you happen to book or to check into Tower 2, you have two choices: the strip view, which may cost you extra, I don't know. Sometimes it can, and sometimes, you know, when they're really it's a low traffic time, you may just get it. But otherwise, it's the pool view. And a lot of people ask for the pool view. And the pool view comes with this. Can you hear it? And it started at 8 o'clock in the morning. So all you party goers, if you want to sleep at 8, sleep in the morning, this is not going to happen. Apparently a lot of people have phoned in because they were woken up by this noise. So that's the pleasure of Tower 2, quote unquote. Tower 1, on the other hand, does not overlook the pool as far as I know. I mean, I know that because I've stayed enough times in Tower 1, but I'm going by memory. It's only a few months ago. It was only 3 months ago. But Tower 1 doesn't overlook the pool, overlooks two different corners, and so you may actually not have this problem at all. But if you don't want to be woken up at 8 in the morning with this noise, then then ask for a non-pool view room. This means that if you are on the low floors, you will actually look at some strange stuff going on in the interior of the Excalibur. It looks like a roof, a flat roof like that, but just throughout, you know. And if you really are on the very, very high floors, then it won't matter so much. Hi guys, I wanted to share something with you. You see, that's the air conditioning, and I showed it to you before. But I'm actually on one of the two beds, and I'm freezing cold because the options, given that it's so close to the bed, and it's one of those, you know, older unit. It's not an old unit, but it's old-fashioned in that it just directly applied onto the window area. It's not, you know, the central air conditioning system. So the problem with that is that because the beds are so close to it, actually the left side of my body is completely frozen, and then when it stops, it quickly heats up, and then again I get frozen. So that's the problem. And there are a lot of quote unquote affordable resorts on the strip and off the strip with this system, but some resorts, say for example Gold Coast, they have a different layout, therefore the air conditioning unit does not blow onto your bed. But I know that I've seen a lot of this style of air conditioning right by the bed in a lot of motels and a lot of perhaps not high-end hotels. So you have been warned. And also, and I wanted to show you, but I'm in bed. It's a little bit, this second room that we changed because, that thumping at 8 o'clock in the morning was a little too much. We changed into a different room, and this room is just quiet because it overlooks the interior, and I wanted to show you what it looks like. But it's a little bit more run down. I mean, the beds are not as comfortable. I'll see if I can show you a little bit, but not much because somehow I'm very sleepy right now. Okay. Hello guys, I promised you I was going to show you the view from the interior. So basically, if you have a room overlooking the interior of Excalibur, your kids, if you come with children, may actually like it, because if you turn the lights off as I have, you've got this nice view of the towers. So it does make you think, like, if you're a child, you know, that you are in this magical castle. Can you see it? I don't know if I can show you well. So, but here, down here, I don't know if you can see because it's very dark, this roof, so it's hardly the most romantic view, but it's significantly quieter, though you can still hear the noise of the nightclub at night, but there's no peace in Tower 2, okay? Tower 1 is different because the rooms overlooking the outside, the South Strip, they're actually peaceful. I love those rooms. Okay, so as you can see, these are the towers. One here and one there, which is Tower 1. The problem with Tower 1, as I said, that you gotta cross the whole casino, so basically this whole area here, to eventually come to the pool and the gym. I don't know why it bothered me, because this time I just barely got to the gym at all. I just was so busy. So anyway, just a heads up. And so this is the view, guys, from the interior room, which is slightly much quieter in the day, not so quiet at night. And you know, as I say, your kids may like it in the dark. Okay, guys, see you on top dash buffet. Oh, wait a sec. I want to tell you something about the safe. I just want to show you some minor wear and tear. You know, this is the socket that I have next to my bed. Isn't that pretty? I mean, how difficult is it to fix it, you know? But I suspect there's very little, they don't check things. And this is my next point. You see, like, this is the safe that I told you about, and surprise, surprise, it looked like it worked, and then it stopped working literally 5 minutes later. I have been in 3 rooms in the last 3 months at the Excalibur. In one of the Excalibur towers, Tower 1 and Tower 2, and all of them had safes that did not work, meaning they all had batteries which were dead or just were not quite working properly. And it's just a given. And some of you know care about safes. This is not very big to begin with, so you can fit a laptop, not very big laptop, but that's it, you know, laptop and a few more things. But oh, how annoying. You come in, and the first thing you do if you need to use the safe is check that it works, because if it doesn't work, you phone in maintenance, and they'll come within the hour, hopefully less, and they'll fix it for you so you can actually leave your things when you go out. If you don't care, obviously that's not an issue. So anyway, it's kind of annoying, and the impression I have with Excalibur and Tower 1 is the worst, in my opinion, experience. They just don't check anything. We had to get, you know, the lights, some of them did not have light bulbs, so as we changed, we had to get new bulbs. So it's just like they're clean, and then, but nothing gets checked if things actually work. And so it's up to you when you check in to make sure that everything works. And it's kind of annoying because even if, you know, I mean, we were comped, whatever, but not everybody's comped. If you pay whatever you pay, you just don't want to waste time waiting for maintenance, waiting for this, waiting for that. But, you know, somehow it irritates me more in a place like Excalibur than it did at Caesar's Palace, because Caesar's Palace was so beautiful that I actually enjoyed waiting around in the room. You see what I mean? See you on top-buffet.com. Bye-bye, guys.